back. Welcome back to the Jeremiah Show. Christian Love is my special guest today. He's joining us from Shoreline Park in Santa Barbara, California. It's a pretty beautiful day here. It's a little cloudy. It's been nice though. I love it. It's a little bit balmy. The weather has changed. It's been sunny. It's been cold, but it's a
Yeah.
good day, right, Christian? It's a nice day out there, no matter
Oh, it's
what day.
perfect.
Santa
I
Barbara.
I showed up 11 o'clock at East Beach. If people that aren't familiar with East Beach, it's a volleyball beach in Santa Barbara,
Yeah.
and we got a bunch of games in, so it was a great way to start out the day.
Oh, you played because you're a big volleyball fan, right?
Huge
Big
fan of
big
volleyball. Yeah,
player.
I've
Yeah.
been playing for many, many years. Probably almost as long as I've been playing music.
Um, yeah, so I'm so sorry. I got the song wrong. We came no, that was right. No, so tightly.
So
Okay.
tightly.
So tightly. Yeah, I was looking at my progression here. I think we came in with Silhouette, and I just want to make sure I had them in order here. So if I mentioned the right song, so you played some volleyball games today. You got a little sand on you. You got some sun, some ocean. It's great.
Yep.
So we were talking before we we left for break. Christian Love plays 110 days a year on tour with the Beach Boys. How many days, Christian, do you tour for yourself, or how many gigs do you add to that list?
Can you say that one more time? Sorry. There's some
Yeah, no
people
problem.
arguing back here.
That's what happens when you're in the park, right?
Yeah.
Um, let's hope there's not a knife fight or something.
Yeah.
I would say that you were out for 110 years,
Yeah.
110 days,
10 years. Yeah.
110 years on the road with the Beach Boys. That's a lot of touring, a lot of nights out on the road and days out on the road. How many days do you add to that with your solo, with your band, where you're out gigging or you're out touring? How many more are you out a lot on your own as well?
Yeah, we do a lot of not a lot of rehearsing, but we do some rehearsing and then we throw together some gigs on our off time. So I would say, so anywhere between 10 and 15 shows a year aside from the Beach Boys.
Do you prefer the stadium crowds or do you like the smaller crowds?
I actually prefer I mean stadiums are also
Like,
it's
yeah.
always fun, but I'm so used to playing in smaller rooms and I grew up playing in bars and just anywhere from small to medium sized rooms, so I guess kind of comfortable with that.
Yeah. There's something very intimate about that as
And
well.
it's
And
cool because you can hear the sound bouncing off the walls, and so it's a lot of times it's a lot. We grew up playing, just list hearing ourselves through monitor speakers
Mhm.
and the sound bouncing off the wall, so doing the in-ears on a big stage is a whole different animal. But it's great. So you can hear everybody's vocals in your ears, which is nice for a band like the Beach Boys, where it's primarily harmonies.
Do you like the life of a musician and the road? Do you look forward to it, or do you look forward to getting home? Is it hard to keep relationships by being on the road so much?
Yeah, it is hard to hold a relationship for sure with it. How grueling the schedule is. It's just yeah, it's really hard to keep something going at home. But yeah, if I in the perfect world, I would play less dates, but I definitely love touring. I don't always love the travel, but I love the performing and I love meeting new people everywhere we go. So it has definitely its ups and downs for sure.
Does that give you energy when you're out there meeting new people and when you get back up on stage, even if you're worn down and road weary?
Yeah, I think I really actually look forward to meeting the fans and talking with them. That's one of my favorite things about the gig.
You had a karate instructor, his name is Daryl Morrison, and he was a significant musical mentor for you. Can you tell me about him a little bit?
Yeah, so he used to be a bodyguard for my dad in the 80s, actually. So he was a karate instructor, and they would go to like Nautilus. I don't know if you remember Nautilus, but
Yeah, I do.
they would go to Nautilus and they would work out together. And I became friends with Daryl through my dad. And then I started taking his courses, sociology courses at City College. And he started coming out to every single show, videotaping every single show. And then, see little CDs that we would throw together, he would do mastering on them and stuff like that. So he became a really good friend, a good mentor for me.
Now, is this where did you get from him you have like a love and a passion and an interest in recording and recording equipment and various unique ways of recording music? Is that where you found that love from Daryl Morrison or
No,
discovered
I
or
think
discover?
back in the day when I was, me and Daryl were hanging out and we were playing a lot of gigs. I think I was more concentrated on writing songs, and I didn't know back then I wouldn't have a clue about how to record a song at home. But I kind of learned that craft later on. Actually, probably like 8 years ago. That was the first time I learned how to like record stuff on Logic at home and stuff. But back in the day I was more focused on writing songs, performing, which is had such a great time in Santa Barbara, the music scene.
Now that you've added this new layer of recording and one of the things that interests me, I had to look it up, but I know that you recently learned how to ping pong tracks on a 4-track recorder. And I had to look that up what that meant. But could you tell me what ping pong tracks means?
Oh yeah. Yeah, not that was back in the day. That was probably oh me and my friends in high school, a couple friends of mine in high school, we had this 4-track recorder. And in order to be able to lay more tracks down, we would have to record on 3 of the tracks and mix it down to 1 track.
Okay.
And then it would free up the rest of the tracks. So that was more like back in the day. But
Do
yeah,
you
now it's like unlimited. It's limitless what you can do with Logic at home.
do you like any of those old techniques? Are you
I
implementing any in on your new music?
Yeah, I really love the versatility of digital. And I like to add analog plugins and stuff to make it sound analog. So I guess a combination of you know the digital and analog would be my preference.
Yeah. Okay. Um, Cliff Caslow, you got a new collaboration.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, we just kind of we were in the band Five Alarm uh back in the 90s, and we just kind of recently connected again, and really know how it happened, but we just started working on some tunes, and he lives in Carolina, so we would just, you know, he would throw me an idea and I would, throw a vocal on top of what he sent me. It's kind of like a little bit the way me and Nate Rubin worked. And it's just been good to reconnect with him, and we musically connect. So it's been a lot of fun. So he wrote a song called Runway Lights, and it was basically about my life on the road and in airports and stuff. And it's kind of a cool perspective because he wrote the song about my life.
So
So
it's your perspective from his perspective.
yeah, exactly. So I'm like, okay. So
Did he,
he sent me the music, he sent me the words. You want to try to lay something down? And that day, I just I threw down some vocals, and
did he
a
get it
song was
right?
born. Yeah,
Did he get it pretty right?
I think so. I think we've got a pretty good song. Yeah.
What was it? So it's somebody observing you and their perspective on your life. Uh, was that weird at all for you, or did it feel like maybe a little therapeutic in a way? You got a different perspective.
Yeah,
It
and it
helped
was
you to see
nice.
you.
It was also nice not to have to write the words for once. It was kind of like a nice little breather.
Nice. So we're gonna listen to from the Only Alibis album. Again, pick that up. It's available now everywhere. You came around. Set this up for us. You came around, Christian. What tell us about this song?
Yeah, this is basically about sexting late at night, and I guess my primary influence on this tune was sort of I kind of got sort of a Strokes vibe out of it,
Yeah.
and I just kind of wanted to talk about late night sexting, stuff like that. Up with it.
So check it out. It's we're gonna play it right now. You came around. Christian Love, the Only Alibis album, and we'll be right back.